Okay, welcome back everybody. Just doing some more enchanting. Nothing good on the enchantment table. Protection, it's okay. Unbreaking, it's okay. Depth Strider would have been nice. Feather Falling would have been nice. What can I say? Never have much luck in these places. So you may have seen the title of today's episode. The last episode was long, took a long time. I was kind of staying around the base, going back and forwards doing this building at the Ocean Monument, and I've got the urge to go and explore a bit. So I don't want to stay around here. I love my house, I love my base, but I think it's time to go and find the Stronghold. And yes, convenient, so we come across the maps. I've done exploring in each of these 4 quadrants away from where we are, so we're pretty much 0-0. You can see where those little points are on the map. I really do wonder which direction the Stronghold will be in. And if you don't know about Strongholds, they generate in circles, pretty much centered on 0-0. So there won't be one anywhere close. We're going to have to travel maybe 1,000 blocks in one direction, maybe a bit more. It depends. And there's many rings, so there's an inner ring, and there's a ring around that, and there's another ring, and another ring, and another ring. You get the picture. So the closest one should be within this inner ring. Like I say, I'm not sure about the radius, but maybe 1,000 blocks or a bit more. We will see. And one of the reasons I want to go to the Stronghold, I'm not quite ready to go to the end yet, although it is something that I will be doing soon. This bad luck on the enchanting table, it just absolutely stinks. It stinks and stinks and stinks. I just can't get over it. And I'm hoping maybe we can loot a nice Stronghold chest. Maybe I'll keep that on me actually. Yeah, if we can loot a chest and get some good books from the libraries. There should be 2 libraries in the Stronghold unless it has unusual generation. We might get some cool books to put on some of our gear. And our gear isn't that bad. We've got protection on most things, which really is helpful. Prot 4 for these 2, Prot 3 for these. That might need a diamond to keep it working. But I want to know where the Stronghold is. We want to go to the end at some point, and I want to examine what books they have. So during my last trips to the Nether, when I got all of the blaze rods for brewing, I also made some Eyes of Ender. I got some pearls through trading, killed a few endermen. It's been very good. 16 is far more than we need to get there. I don't know if we'll activate the portal if we find it. I mean, we will find it. Whether or not we activate it at the same time, I'm not sure. At the very least, I'd like to set up a nether portal, so I should get some obsidian actually. Maybe we can make our way back through the nether. The end. Maybe we can make our way back through the nether. Should I take 10 or 14? If I want to do the corners, I should take 14, so I'll just take 14. Yeah, maybe we'll make our way back through the nether, which will be a quicker way to get there and back, because we'll be going to the end soon to kill the dragon, soon to get elytra and some more gear from end cities. And it's just something I want to do. So we're going to sleep, we're going to throw our first eye, we're going to see which direction it takes us. I still need to get a bit more gear together, so I'll tool up, get everything I think I need, and then we'll get a map and we'll see which direction this eye is going to take us. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, welcome back. So I have what I think I need. We've got some obsidian for the portal, I've got my bow, my tools, I've got a bed, some spare wood, some buckets, fire res. I have the compass because we're going to take a duplicate map for whichever way we need to go, so we can keep all the original maps here. And yes, that's what we need. I also have to make an extra one of them, which is silly. Okay, so we're going to duplicate the map so we can use a spare one. Let's just start this eye. Okay, so which way is which? This is south, west, north, east. So let's go. Oh, it's behind me. Huh, northwest. Okay. And it broke. Unbelievable. This is why you need many more. This is why you need many more. eyes than just to open the portal. Okay, northwest. So this is the map we want. So we're going to duplicate this quite easily. One on there, one on there. So this is the map that we made when we did our first exploring episode. So I know this terrain fairly well. So the mansion's way up there. Okay, so we're just going to head northwest, and I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to walk maybe 500, 600 blocks, throw another eye, see where it takes me. Don't think it will take too long to get to the Stronghold, but then again, we'll see when we... might be easier said than done to find this thing. So we'll go. I'll bring you back when there's something worth showing, or perhaps if we throw some more eyes. So which direction was it? It was about that way. Okay, off we go. See you later. Oakley Dokley, so you just saw me throw an eye there. I marked the spot out just with some cobblestone and spruce that I had on me. That eye decided to go back the way we came, so we must have walked over the Stronghold, over the starter room. So I come off to the side here, maybe 3 or 4 chunks this way, to throw another one, because we can triangulate where to dig based on this position pointing back home, and also where this eye goes. So I'm guessing it's going to go off that way. That's what it should do. What? Okay, that's bizarre then. Right, so it's kind of like in this direction. Where'd the eye go? Yeah, down there. Okay, well that's unusual. So we're not as close as I thought then. I thought perhaps that we had just passed over it and it was going to go this way. So we've got one line pointing back there. The other line over here. I mean, obviously these lines would converge at some point. And you can try and do fancy maths if you really want. This one's kind of pointing that way. It looks like they're going to converge in that birch forest. So we'll head back there and then we'll try again. I thought we were closer, but that's fine. More to come. Okay, let's try this one more time. In this birch forest now, if I can speak. I've got my little tower, so send one eye off and see where it goes. Okay, that's not bad. Didn't break, thank goodness. So what we need is to kind of show the direction. I think that's pretty good in terms of direction. So we're going to get that eye. Now we don't want to follow this direction, because if we cross over the Stronghold and go back again, it's just going to give us the same line. We need to move to the side. Oh, okay. This could be enough. Let's just see where this eye goes. So that was pointing that way. It's still going off this way. That's okay. So that's almost to that big birch tree. Oh wait. So that kind of direction. Shouldn't really be this hard to triangulate, but when you have terrain like this and you can't really see, it's even worse. So if we go back up, if you ever watch people speed running, some of them use a computer program to measure the exact angle of the eye that's thrown, and that can tell you exactly where something might land. See, I can't really see those bits, but there's one. That's the tower. There's one bit there, one bit there. I think it was going off that direction. So I think towards this big birch tree again. So that's one line. That's the other line. One tower, two towers. There's a bit of convergence. So if I could see that's one, I can't see the other one. It's a problem with these heavily forested areas. I'm going to go a bit further back. Maybe I'll just start digging down. Maybe here. Give it a go. We'll see what happens. This could be a disaster, of course. What can I see from up top? Ah, see, that's interesting, isn't it? So I can see both the towers there. I'm going to give it a go. It could still be further back this way. We'll just try here. We'll see what happens. It's not a big deal. I need more wood anyway. Because the eyes, if you know, they point to what's called the starter staircase. And that is where the strongholds generate, and they generate out. They start at a point and then they expand. So the eyes point towards the starter staircase. But I could easily find the stronghold just by digging around this region if it's under here. So we're going to do this. We're going to just dig straight down. Not straight down, because that's suicide. But we'll do a 2x1, but I want some water just in case. Three should be good. Yeah, let's see what happens. And if this does end up being the stronghold, we'll do a lot of clearing around here, because I would want the entrance at the surface to be, well, easy to find and recognizable. So, okay, I'll dig down, probably these blocks. I'll let you know what happens. Hopefully I don't die. Okay, I brought you back. We hit a cave, as you might have seen in the recording just then. I can see a mine shaft and a lush cave through there. We're going to have an explore. I can see some diamonds through there as well. When you hit these caves, I mean, you might as well have a look around, because they could just as well expose parts of the stronghold itself. It would be silly not to take advantage of this. It's going to take up quite a few of my torches just to try and make these areas safe, but I think it's worth it. So I won't bore you with the entire exploration. If I happen to come across the stronghold, of course I will come back. Lots of diamonds. This is a nice big open cave. It's very nice. Okay, right. Oh wow, 3 sets of diamonds. This is great. Okay, I'll be back. Welcome back. I have not had a lot of luck finding the stronghold, but I just had to bring people back. I mean, this lush cave that I've entered with these shaders, it just looks amazing. Oh, someone's shooting me. Unbelievable. Lush caves were... Well, he went down quickly, didn't he? Lush caves were just one of the best additions to Minecraft, and even without this kind of retexturing and the lights, they're just incredible. I mean, it's beautiful. I love the generation, I like the clay and the water on the different levels. I love these particles in the air with the plants. I should probably grab some of these at some point. The drip leaves are cool, and of course it's the natural light that mostly stops these mobs forming, apart from that skeleton just there. I really like them as a biome, and you can see why people like to use the drop leaves in their builds. So there's this mine shaft that we saw when we first dropped down. I'm not really interested in that right now. Mine shafts can have good loot, but I don't want to get distracted by something else. And mine shafts take a long time to clear, as you know. So I had to look down there. I just doubled back on myself. I'm trying to go the same direction, which would be this way if you look on the map. So we want to kind of go that way, but the cave closes. So we're probably going to have to go back to the surface and just try not to dig down, which is a shame, but I think we're close, and this is a nice diversion. But the objective is still to reach the stronghold, so we need to carry on going that way a little bit above ground. Some of these tiny caves, it's not worth trying to explore. It's going to be easier to travel when I get back to the surface. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back again. Right. That was the old tower that we had. That's one of the first eyes we threw, and that's the second eye, and we tried to triangulate those two and get to here. I think this was a more reliable line than that one was, and I've come to about here. Just it's a few chunks along, 3 or 4 chunks from there, or maybe not that much, maybe 2 or 3 chunks. I think this looks better, so I'm going to give it another go. I will dig down again, see if I hit something, and this time, so it was a bit silly actually. I entered that cave, and it was just about 10 blocks into the deep site layer, and I keep forgetting that strongholds can generate quite low if they need to. So I should have really continued digging down and seen, but I do suspect I wasn't quite in the right place anyway. So we'll try this, and we'll see what happens, and if I get lucky, I'll bring you back. I don't want to keep throwing eyes, because there's a high chance they break each time, and I only brought 16. I think I can do this just with a bit of maths, a bit of triangulation, as inaccurate as it might be. So let's go. I think we'll leave this tower up. I'll take it down 1 or 2 blocks. That's it. Okay. Right. We'll do this here. Okay. Good. Okay, so another fail. Went all the way down to bedrock and nothing. So definitely missed it that time. Now what I want to do is I'm just going to throw some more eyes because this is just nuts. Take it all the way up. Ah. The top one's in the way. There we go. That took longer than it should have done. Ah, right, so this eye, presumably it can't go that way, it's going to have to go this way. So we're just going to throw one and we're going to see what happens. So let's go. It's still going. Ah, it's going down. I was close. I was really close. Okay, normally they go up, of course. That went down. So I wasn't too far off. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so maybe I was just one chunk off. This is crazy. I'm gonna try again. Let's do the chunk borders. Oops. Ah, that's not what I wanted. What's chunk borders? Oh, I can't remember the shortcut for chunk borders. Go away. I thought it was F3 and G. Ah, it was. I must have just pressed the wrong thing before. Okay, so this is the wrong chunk. It went this way. Okay. Yeah, this is the process, guys. If you've ever done this without, well, I'm not going to call it cheating. Obviously, if you want to, you can look up what strongholds are. You can use websites like Chunkbase or whatever, and you can get the information quite easily. Or like those speedrunners do, there's programs that can work in-game to give you the location once you've thrown the eye. Obviously, that's not my style of play, but that's fine. I just don't mind the kind of trial and error. Nothing wrong, in my opinion, with getting things wrong and then working out what's wrong and trying to correct it. This is just, well, it's part of life. So, clear bit of space. I'm happy that I was close. I mean, it's not a difficult method to use, triangulation. Obviously, I did okay. The annoying thing would be if it's this close and I still missed it on the dig down. So we'll go in the middle of this chunk and try again. I'm not gonna make you watch all this stuff because I can't imagine it's too interesting. But I'm gonna do a few more tries and we'll just see what happens. So that's the next one. Just 16 blocks or so away. Just check that again. Put some of this stuff in here that I don't need right now. And let's go again. Okay, I'll bring you back. Well, hello there, Mr. Stone Brick. Okay, so this new dig down, where the eye went straight down, this worked out fine, which is great. I dug straight into this, so I guess, oh, that was silverfish, even better. This might be starter. It is. Wow, that's amazing. I'm so good, I'm so good. So this is starter staircase, this is this vertical staircase, this is the starting point for Stronghold generation. And it's not too deep. It's in deep slate, but it's very, very close. It's just entered the deep slate, it's level 8. So, what I might do is, I wish I hadn't have left my bed up there. And all the wood, that was silly. Oh. I might have to go back up and get some of the wood, because I'll need wood going in. Oh! Well, that was a nice surprise. Thank you. I'll be taking you. Is this 7? Wow, this is my lucky day. Oh, thank you. I wasn't even looking for diamonds, I was just trying to make some more space. Right, I've got to go back up. I shouldn't have left the bed up there and the wood. But I can do this easily with a bucket. So I'll be back down soon. Okay, back at the surface. I've got what I need from the chest. I've made a second bed. Just going to put one up here anyway. I've put this map up on the tree. That shows exactly where the stronghold was. So yeah, I mean, it turned out pretty well. It's not too far from the base. And with the nether portal and a transport system in the nether, it'll be easy to get to. So we're going to go back down. Actually exploring the stronghold is not going to be amazing for people to watch. So I'll start off, and when we find the libraries or the portal room, then I'll bring everybody back. Because it's the libraries I'm really interested in. See if we can get some good books. So hopefully I have enough torches, and hopefully this has not been messed up by ravines or mine shafts. But I'll work it out, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, it's always a way. I just shouldn't have stopped recording, or I've gone through about 3 different doorways and come to the portal room, and I passed one of the libraries on the way. I just didn't want to I didn't want to start recording again so soon after stopping. But honestly, this was just instantaneous, and sometimes I've already broken the spawner. I cannot stand silverfish. Sometimes it can take ages to find these things. And this is just amazing to have it appear so soon. I get these diamonds, I'm going to go to the library and see what's in there. I should be using fortune, of course, but I lost my fortune pickaxe. Was it during the mansion raid? I can't even remember. I've died and lost so many tools. Such as in the last episode, doing the Guardian stuff. Let's just put all these here. I can't even remember when I lost things. What we can do is stick the Eyes of Ender in, just so we can free up some inventory slots, because I'm expecting to find a lot of loot. Excellent. A lot of loot in the strongholds. Maybe this. Maybe I should get some kind of... Yes. No, but that's kind of blocking everything off. Maybe if I go here. Ah. This is painful watching, isn't it? Now you can't see the portal. I'll get my screenshot. I'll probably have one in the portal room somewhere. But I've got to find the right angle to do so. That by itself is not the best screenshot. I mean, that's just... Now and then, of course, you see the wood. Ah, the trials are trying to make things good on YouTube. That's the problem. Right, so back here. Dead end. This stronghold's been pretty cut up by some of these caves. Which is slightly frustrating, but it's not the end of the world. So yes, the library. Let's see what's in here. Is this opened up? Or... So I don't need these cobwebs. So I've got plenty of cobwebs from the... What's it called? The mineshaft. Eye armor trim. Excellent. Oh, I want breaking 3. I will definitely take that. Yeah, riptide, knockback, whatever. Unbreaking 3. Brilliant. Always need unbreaking. Some of my armor doesn't have unbreaking on. So there's 2 chests in here. I often need to light this top part up to completely stop anything spawning. Strongholds are absolutely great for lots of useful stuff. Books in particular. Let's see what's in this chest. Oh wow. So lots of paper. Good. I need to organise my stuff. So another one of the eye armor trims, that's good. Paper compasses are good for maps. I think I can leave that while I leave the iron bars and the wooden door. So what's this? Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm breaking 3, sharpness 3. That might go well on here. Oh, I've got sharpness. I think I have a sharpness 3 book that I've fished up. So I can do sharpness 3 with this book to get sharpness 4 and then unbreaking. Yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book. Oh, efficiency 4. Wow. This is why Stronghold's the best. The books you can get is fantastic. So I'm really happy already. I need to make a bit more space in my inventory. It's not a big deal. I will come back for these bookshelves as well, because they themselves are obviously very good for decoration. You know, we like bookshelves. So let me see if I can go and find the second library. It must be through here, I think. I'll cut back when I found it, and then yeah, well, I'll cut back when I found it. Well, we found half a library. So this has just been torn apart by the world generation, so the cave looks to have gone through it. This did not take long at all. I wonder if some of these caves do connect to the one I was exploring earlier. It really would not surprise me. I can take the diamond. Oh, good, good, good. So yeah, diamonds are always welcome. We're going to do our armor trim displays. We're going to try and get all the netherite armor trims for each of the patterns. And we need diamonds to duplicate the trims. There must be a chest in here. Yeah, I knew there was. Oh, disappointing. So it's just books and paper. In fact, I can take everything. It's 3 of the eye trims. Books and paper are good. Enchanted books are much better, and this is one of the small libraries. Obviously, most of the time they're double. They have a top and a bottom. This is just the one layer. So that's a bit underwhelming. But we can deal with it. Let's just see how far down this goes. I would not be surprised one bit if there was other mobs around. Well, obviously there's mobs around, I can hear them. Just can't see them. If I'd have explored that cave just a tiny bit longer, I might have run into this. Well, I don't want to go cave exploring. It looked like... I'll have to double check this. Looked like that was the entire stronghold, which would be extremely surprising and obviously disappointing. It's been cut up so much. I don't remember there being any other passageways I haven't looked down. See, we came in here. This starts a staircase through here. Up there. I did a quick check here. Sometimes there's hidden doorways in these positions. I keep hearing things, but I can't see anything. And down here it just opens up. I guess there's more parts over there. But there's not really anything I need. And I found the portal room in both libraries. This is strange. I mean, it's not strange. It's, you know, you get this with strongholds fairly often. They can be broken up quite commonly. Yeah, there's a mine shaft. Yeah, I bet I would have found this eventually if I had looked around. But zombie already pathfinding, crazy. So there's other parts, but not the important parts. I see over there there's a jail room. So I believe there's just the one armored trim as well. So it's not like I need to go and get anything that's rare. Yeah, the portal room is still through here. Okay. I might make another portal here. Didn't bring any way to light it, of course. That was my mistake. So can we do 3 by 3 perhaps? course, I misplaced one. Make sure nothing's creeping up behind me. I mean, we can move this, but for the meantime, I hate those things. Oh god. Oh. Last thing you want to do is misplace obsidian. And I have no space to take any of these other things. I would like to have some of these stone bricks, but it's not a big deal. Okay, I forgot I didn't bring a way to light this, so that's my problem. Maybe I can cover this up. Huh. Much better. But I don't want to throw the obsidian away. Yeah, I didn't bring flint or steel or fire charges. Okay, we'll have to do this another time. I am going to head back to the base. I'm going to drop off all this stuff. I can do another enchantment. I do not want to enter the end by accident. Do not want to enter the end. I'm not prepared for the dragon or the end. Yeah, I'm going to dump all this stuff back. Whoops. And then we'll come back here and do some more stuff. We're not going to enter the end today. I need to prepare a bit more. What I could do... Okay, let me get back and I'll decide. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so we got home. I left one of the maps at the Stronghold itself, so now we know exactly where to go when we want to go back there, which I think is one of the great things about having these markers on the maps. There are ways to have labels. I think you can use banners to put labels on, but I think I'll remember where this is, and we'll get more of an infrastructure. Maybe in the nether or maybe in the overworld going at some point. So maybe even roads or a railroad or some directions or a subway or something. I really want to be well connected without using elytra. I think I've said this before. I've done some enchanting. I used some of the books that we found. I think I did an enchant on the sword. I wasn't videoing, so I wasn't recording. I did an enchant on the sword, then combined that sword with my previous sword, and added one of the books that we had with Unbreaking and Knockback. So now I'm pretty happy with this sword. It's very good. I have one thing left to put on, which is mending. I think that's the only thing left to put on the sword, but I normally forget something. I can't have smite because we have sharpness. Smite is good for with skeletons, but sharpness is good for almost everything else, so I'm quite happy with the sharpness 5. Looting 3 is very important too. Yeah, so I use most of my levels doing this sword. They take a lot of levels, which is unfortunate. I think for today that's probably going to be it. It's going to be a shorter video than usual, but that's not a problem really. My videos certainly don't have to be around an hour. That's just not what they normally come out being like. The next job for me is going to be to sort these guys out, because they've been in pens far too long. And I want to build a barn pretty much where their pens are, kind of like backing up against the edge of this hill. Well, I'm not sure about space. I'll have to try and work out if it can fit in this space. But I would like a small barn. Let's keep some of the animals in. And beneath the barn, so digging down into the ground, I would like to have a wool farm. So I'll have some of the sheep up top, just in pens, just for aesthetics really. But the bulk of the farm will be underground, getting me all the different types of wool. And wool is really great, it's a good block to build with. It's going to be very useful when we end up going to an ancient city. Because to get around, if you have wool down, you can stop these shriekers going off, and then you're safe from the warden, supposedly. So, wool farm, barn, they can go together in the same episode. There isn't time to do it now. I think it would just extend the episode too long. And I know that although some of you continue to watch, some of you probably aren't a fan of trying to dedicate an entire hour to watching a single video. But anyway, enough about that. So today was really good. We got the Stronghold found, and we got some amazing books in there, and some more armor trims. I should add that to the armor trim collection in the Ocean Monument. But for now, I'll say goodbye. Thank you again for watching. Next time I think we'll do some building and some housekeeping around here. So we'll make this barn, we'll make this region a bit more attractive, because it's a bit hodgepodge at the moment and I don't really like that. So we'll sort this out next week. Thanks again, goodbye.